1941, our base at Pearl Harbor was bombed by Jap Zeros, permanently damaging several important battleships and cruisers, crippling our naval power in the Pacific. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt called it a day that shall live in infamy. In response, the President authorized the Department of War with several new crisis powers and ordered Secretary of War to
issue Executive Order 9066,
which would allow the Secretary to designate any area considered sensitive to espionage and sabotage as a critical zone, forbidden to certain peoples, namely Japs, considered dangerous to America and our freedom.
Eviction notice? Oh no!
Alright, boy, you're coming to the internment camp.
To protect our boys overseas, under the Civilian Exclusion Order number 34, Fred Korematsu was ordered into an internment camp away from his smoking hot non-Japanese girlfriend in San Leandro, California. The local circuit courts upheld the decision to relocate him for the good of America's freedom, but the Supreme Court declared certiorari, intending to invoke its power of judicial review.
The case Korematsu v. United States is now in session. First and foremost, do you speak English?
Yes, Your Greatness. You see, I was at home playing Dance Dance Revolution on PlayStation 2. I had just gotten 3 perfect scores in a row when I received a telegram. I was notified that under Executive Order 9066, the Secretary of War had ordered that I be evicted to an internment camp. I challenged this eviction in the circuit courts, but they ignored my plea. But Your Eminence in the Supreme Court was so considerate in deciding to review my case. I'm a citizen of the country like everyone else, and war powers or not, there is no justification for evicting me based on my will.
Well, let's cut to the chase, boy. How many bombs did you make to bomb Pearl Harbor? What kind of plane did you fly?
Guilty.
Not so fast. This case is far from over. Korematsu is right. Every American is equal in the eye of the law in this new and distinct civilization of the United States. There is no reason to intern Korematsu because of his race. It is beyond reasonable justification even under war power. The notion that the Secretary of War can simply render any area of the country off limits to a certain race is completely and without a doubt unconstitutional. We must overturn this conviction for great justice.
So are you suggesting to me that we cannot take the steps necessary to defend our country? If your radical way of thinking was the way this country was run, what would happen next? Would women be voting? Would Negroes and whites be sharing the same bathrooms? No, we have already ruled on this case. In Kiyoshi Hamasaki v. United States, we ruled that the legal restrictions on civil liberties in the time of war are constitutional if proper justification can be provided. And the Secretary of War knows what threatens this country.
That is ridiculous. Have you no honor, sir?
Yes, but I seem to have left it on your mother's nightstand.
Oh!
That was a good one.
Anyways, we know that the Japanese can at any time conspire to blow up any of our cities and bases on the mainland. While I will concede that we cannot arrest anyone based on no evidence of wrongdoing, we would be foolish to take this out of context. We are at war. If the Japs started this war, and if we are to prevent sabotage on our mainland, we must take a broader interpretation of Congress's war powers. Besides, every man and woman must make their sacrifice for the war effort.
Ignorant thing ever heard. So Americans should be put into internment camps in poor conditions because we are afraid of their race? Besides, the long-term consequences of judicial approval of Executive Order 9066 would be catastrophic. Imagine if the government was allowed to tap our phone conversations and imprison us with no warrant and no time limit for a trial.
The American public would never allow that to happen!
Back on topic. We have heard the opinions of this court, and we will reconvene with the decision tomorrow. The Supreme Court upheld the conviction of Fred Korematsu in the case Korematsu v. United States.
Oh no, I have a failed in my family.
That Korematsu! Oh boy.